Welcome back to the channel. Man, oh man, do I have some absolutely insane Tesla and Elon Musk news for you today. If you're new here, hey there! Make sure to smash that subscribe button because we cover all the wildest tech drama, and trust me, today's episode is going to blow your mind. But before we dive into this crazy story, quick shout out to all my amazing subscribers. You guys are literally the best. And if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this to more people who love this kind of tech craziness as much as we do. All right, so buckle up because we're talking about not one, not two, but three major Elon Musk bombshells that just dropped. We're talking about a $29 million compensation package controversy, some mysterious Tesla factory discoveries, and Elon's brand new company that's literally designed to take down Microsoft. I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but this is 100% real. The $29 billion question that has everyone freaking out. Okay, let's start with the biggest story that literally everyone is talking about right now. Picture this, $29 billion. That's not a typo, folks. 29 billion with a B. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire defense budget of some countries. That's enough money to buy like 50 private islands or fund a small space program or basically anything you can imagine. So what's the deal with this astronomical number? Well, it all started when the Salk Investment Group, and these guys aren't messing around, they manage pension funds for over 2 million union members, filed a formal complaint with NASDAQ. This literally happened just yesterday, on August 22nd. So this is as fresh as it gets. Now, here's where it gets really juicy. The Salk Investment Group sent this absolutely scathing letter to NASDAQ's executive director, Eric Whitman, on August 19th. And let me tell you, they did not hold back. They're basically saying that Tesla's board gave Elon Musk this massive $29 billion stock package as 2025 CEO interim compensation. But here's the kicker. Musk was specifically excluded from Tesla's 2019 equity incentive plan. Think about it this way. Imagine you and your friends agreed to split a pizza, but specifically Callie said everyone except Dave gets a slice. Then later, someone decides to give Dave the biggest slice anyway without asking the group. That's essentially what happened here, except instead of pizza, we're talking about enough money to buy several pizza companies. The SOC group is arguing that this is a fundamental change to the plan's nature, and they should have gotten to vote on it again. And honestly, they kind of have a point. When shareholders vote on something, they expect that vote to actually mean something, right? But wait, it gets even crazier. This whole $29 billion thing is actually the small version of Musk's compensation. Originally, back in 2018, Musk was supposed to get a $56 billion package. That's $56 billion. Can you even comprehend that number? That's like having the GDP of a medium-sized country just for one person. But then, plot twist, a Delaware court said, nope, that's way too much, and invalidated the whole thing. Imagine having $56 billion and then just poof, gone. Just like that. Tesla is currently appealing this decision to the Delaware Supreme Court. But in the meantime, they created this $29 billion interim package. Now I know what you're thinking. $29 billion is still an absolutely insane amount of money. And you're absolutely right. Even at half price, this is still more money than most people could spend in several lifetimes. Here's where it gets really interesting, though. The conditions attached to this package are pretty unique. Musk has to maintain a leadership role at Tesla until August 2027, and he can't sell any of the stock until 2030. That's like being given the keys to a Ferrari, but being told you can't drive it for 5 years. According to Yahoo Finance reports, what makes this compensation package really unusual is that it doesn't have the typical performance targets that you'd normally see. Usually, CEO compensation is tied to things like company performance, stock price increases, meeting certain milestones, stuff like that. But this one, not so much. Brian Dunn from Cornell's Institute for Compensation Studies had this absolutely savage comment about it. He called it a mirror fogging compensation package. What does that mean? Basically, as long as you're alive and breathing, literally just breathing enough to fog up a mirror, you get the money. That is some seriously quick break here to say, if you're finding this as wild as I am, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and honestly, stories like this deserve to be heard by as many people as possible. H-Page Mystery Tesla Castings. What's cooking in Fremont? All right, now let's shift gears to our second major story, and this one is like a real-life detective thriller. So there's this absolutely legendary YouTuber called Met God in Wilderness. This person has been the ultimate Tesla factory stalker for years, and I mean that in the best possible way. They've been using drones to document every single change at Tesla's Fremont factory, and they've become like a folk hero in the Tesla community. On August 14th, so just over a week ago, they were doing their usual drone flyover of the Fremont factory, and let me tell you, what they captured has the entire Tesla world going absolutely bonkers. The footage shows the factory is absolutely buzzing with activity, cars rolling off the production line, and get this, there are mysterious covered vehicles driving around the test track. But here's the really cool part. How's just how futuristic Tesla has become. The cars that are fresh off the production line are now driving themselves to the shipping area. No human drivers needed. These brand new Tesla vehicles are basically like newborn animals learning to walk, except instead of stumbling around, they're using full self-driving to navigate perfectly to their destination. It's like watching baby robots take their first steps. But the real bombshell discovery? Our drone hero spotted some seriously mysterious castings near a building structure outside the factory. Now, for those who might not know what castings are, let me break it down for you. Castings are basically the metal skeleton parts of cars. Tesla is famous for their mega castings. Imagine instead of building a car like a Lego set with hundreds of tiny pieces, you just pour molten metal into a giant mold and create huge sections in one go. It's revolutionary manufacturing. But these new castings were different. They were smaller than the current Model Y mega castings, and they had a completely new design that nobody had seen before. In the Tesla world, when new castings show up, it's like finding treasure. It means a new vehicle is definitely in development. The Tesla expert community has gone into full detective mode, trying to figure out what these castings could be for. The most popular theory? They're for a smaller, more compact vehicle. Think about Tesla's current lineup. Model S, Model 3, Model X, Model Y. They're all mid-size or larger, but there's huge demand worldwide for smaller cars, especially in urban areas where parking is a nightmare and maneuverability is key. Remember, Elon Musk has talked for years about creating a $25,000 Tesla, and here's the kicker. During Tesla's Q2 earnings call, Musk mentioned that the company started initial production of more affordable models in June. He said these would be released to consumers in Q4 of this year. That's literally just a few months away. Let me quote him directly. We started in North America, and we're focused on maximizing production to higher rates through the end of Q3. So we'll continue to focus on current models to avoid complexity. We plan to launch more affordable models for everyone in Q4. Connecting the dots here, if they started initial production in June, then seeing production castings at the factory right now makes perfect sense. The puzzle pieces are falling into place. What makes Tesla's approach so brilliant is how they leverage existing technology and platforms to create new models quickly. Look at the Model 3 and Model Y. They share tons of components but feel like completely different vehicles. This rumored affordable model will likely follow the same playbook. Take proven technology and package it in a smaller, cheaper form factor. And honestly, the timing couldn't be better. Chinese companies like BYD and NIO are killing it with affordable EVs, and European companies have successful compact electric cars like the Volkswagen ID.3 and Renault Zoe. Tesla needs to compete in this space if they want to maintain their dominance. The beauty of electric vehicles is that they can be smaller while still delivering great performance and range. No need for bulky engines or complex transmissions, just batteries, motors, and Tesla's incredible software. Elon's new mission, taking down Microsoft with macro hard. Okay, now we get to the third story, and this one is so outrageous that I had to check multiple sources to make sure it was real. Are you ready for this? Elon Musk has created a new company specifically designed to challenge Microsoft. And he's calling it, wait for it, macro hard. I'm not kidding. He literally took Microsoft and was like, you know what? If you're going to be micro and soft, we're going to be macro and hard. The absolute audacity. The creativity, the pure Elon Musk energy of this move is just incredible. This news broke just 3 hours ago from reporter Simon Alvarez, so this is literally as fresh as news gets. And before you ask, is this another Elon Musk joke? Nope. He already filed the trademark with the US Patent Office. PC Mag confirmed it happened several weeks ago. But here's the thing. This isn't completely out of nowhere. Last month, Musk hinted at this when he said XAI was working on creating a multi-agent AI software company. He talked about Grok generating hundreds of specialized coding, image, video generation, and understanding agents that would all work together, mimicking humans interacting with software in virtual machines. Doesn't that sound like something straight out of a science fiction movie? Picture this. AI agents that can code, create images, edit videos, and even use software just like humans do. It's like H. Having a team of digital employees that never sleep, never get tired, and can work on multiple projects simultaneously. When Musk first mentioned this concept, he said it would be a massive challenge and hard problem with intense competition. Notice the words massive equals macro and hard problem equals hard. Macro hard. The man's been planning this name for months. Actually, this isn't even the first time Musk has mentioned macro hard. A few years ago, he posted macro hard Microsoft on X. He's been sitting on this idea, probably just waiting for the right moment to blow everyone's minds. So what exactly is macro hard going to do? Musk describes it as a pure AI software company with the goal of creating hundreds of specialized coding and generative AI agents. The ultimate vision? These AI agents could eventually completely simulate Microsoft-like products using artificial intelligence. Imagine AI that doesn't just copy Microsoft Office. It creates something better. AI that understands what you're trying to accomplish and builds the perfect tool for your specific needs in real time. It's like having a personal software development team that works at the speed of the aught. This connects directly to xAI's Colossus 2 supercomputer project in Memphis. We're talking about millions of NVIDIA GPUs. That's an absolutely staggering amount of computing power. OpenAI, Meta, Google, they're all racing to secure as many GPUs as possible because these chips are the foundation of AI development. The scale of what Musk is planning is just mind-blowing. xAI was only founded in March 2023. That's barely over 2 years ago. And in that short time, they've built one of the world's most powerful supercomputer clusters and are now planning to take on Microsoft. The execution speed is absolutely insane. At a recent xAI engineering open house in San Francisco, Musk made this incredible statement: "Speed will be our primary competitive advantage." Then he used this amazing analogy. The SR-71 Blackbird was never shot down and only had one strategy: accelerate. For those who don't know, the SR-71 Blackbird was this legendary military reconnaissance aircraft that was so fast that enemy missiles literally couldn't catch it. Musk is saying that's exactly how he's going to run xAI and macrohard. So fast that the competition can't keep up. This is classic Elon Musk. Case strategy, right? Remember when people said electric cars were impossible? Tesla proved them wrong. When they said reusable rockets were fantasy, SpaceX made it reality. When they said brain-computer interfaces were decades away, Neuralink is already doing human trials. Now, he's taking on the software industry, and specifically, Microsoft, a company that's been dominating software for decades, since Bill Gates started it. The sheer boldness of challenging such an established tech giant is just, it's so Elon. But here's what makes this different from his previous ventures. Tesla was about sustainable transport. SpaceX was about making humans a multiplanetary species. Neuralink is about helping people with disabilities. But macrohard, this is about fundamentally changing how software gets created. Think about it. Right now, when you need software, teams of human developers spend months or years coding it. But what if AI could create that software in hours or minutes? What if AI could analyze your workflow and automatically generate the perfect tools for your specific needs? The AI industry is absolutely exploding right now. OpenAI started the race with ChatGPT. Google responds. Ed with Bard, Microsoft integrated AI into Office with Copilot. Meta is advancing their Llama models. Amazon is supporting Claude. And now Musk is entering with xAI's Grok and this new macrohard vision. But Musk isn't just creating another AI model. He's trying to create AI that makes software. That's like moving from being a car manufacturer to building the robots that manufacture cars. It's a completely different level of innovation. Thoughtful. The technical resources behind this are staggering. xAI's Colossus supercomputer is already one of the world's most powerful AI training systems, and they're continuously expanding it. Having access to millions of NVIDIA GPUs gives them the computational firepower to train incredibly sophisticated AI models. Plus, Musk has access to massive real-world datasets through X for social media data, Tesla for autonomous driving data, and potentially Neuralink for brain interface data in the future. That's an incredibly unique and comprehensive data ecosystem that no other AI company can match. The name macrohard itself is such a power move. It's memorable, it clearly positions against Microsoft, and it perfectly captures Musk's approach. Think big.
Work hard! Move fast! You can already imagine the marketing campaigns and the internet memes this name is going to generate. The Model Y Long, coming to America. Or maybe not. Now let's dive into our Tesla vehicle update that's got everyone confused and a little bit frustrated. So, Tesla just officially launched the Model Y Long, that's the 6-seater version, in China this week. Chinese car buyers absolutely love long wheelbase vehicles because rear passenger space is super important in their market culture. The Model Y Long is 7.3 inches longer than the regular Model Y, with a total length of 113.8 inches and a wheelbase that's 5.9 inches longer. This extra space allows for a 6-seat configuration with captain's chairs in the second row, making it much easier to access that third row. The vehicle also gets some nice updates: new paint options, fresh wheel designs, a rear spoiler, and redesigned seats for better comfort. Sounds pretty awesome, right? But here's where things get weird. American car buyers also love big SUVs. Just look at the roads. They're filled with massive vehicles like Chevy Suburbans, Ford Expeditions, and other giant SUVs. So naturally, everyone assumed the Model Y Long would be a huge hit in the US market. But then Elon Musk dropped this bombshell on X. Model Y Long production won't start in the US until the end of 2026 at the earliest. And get this, he said it might never come to America at all because of autonomous vehicles. Wait, what? That makes absolutely no sense at first glance. Why would autonomous vehicles prevent a larger Tesla from being sold in America? Here's where we have to get into Musk's philosophy about the future of transportation. According to Walter Isaacson's biography of Musk, Elon believes that widespread autonomous vehicles will eliminate the need for most people to own cars. Instead, you'll just summon a self-driving Tesla whenever you need transportation. Think about it like this. Instead of owning a car that sits parked 95% of the time, costing you money for insurance, maintenance, and parking, you'd just call up an autonomous Tesla when you need a ride. It's like Uber, but with no human driver and probably much cheaper. Following this logic, Musk might believe that 6-seat or 7-seat SUVs are mainly useful for family adventures, road trips, and situations where you want to own and control your vehicle for extended periods. But in an autonomous vehicle world, those use cases don't make as much sense. For example, if your family wants to go to Disneyland, instead of everyone piling into one big SUV, you might just call several autonomous vehicles that pick everyone up at convenient times. No need for one family to own a big vehicle that they only use occasionally. But honestly, this is just speculation because Musk didn't elaborate on exactly what he meant. However, the feedback from China about the Model Y Long hasn't been entirely positive. Users are reporting that the added seats feel cramped, especially the third row. The issue is that the Model Y's roofline slopes downward toward the rear, which limits headroom in the back seats. Taller passengers find it particularly uncomfortable. This is actually a significant problem for the American market, where people are generally taller on average than in China. If Chinese users are complaining about space, American buyers would probably find it even worse. There was actually a 3-row option for the original Model Y, and reports suggest it's coming back in the updated version. Maybe Tesla could offer a Model Y Long with just the spacious second-row captain's chairs and no third row. Thoughtful. That might appeal to buyers who want luxury and comfort over maximum seating. The timing of this news is particularly interesting because Tesla's US sales have declined significantly recently. This makes the company more cautious about launching new models that require substantial investment in production lines, part sourcing, and marketing. Tesla is also facing intense competition in China from local companies like BYD, which are winning on price and local market knowledge. So Tesla's performance in the US market becomes even more critical for their overall success. What this all means for the future. Okay, let's step back and look at the big picture here, because these three stories actually connect in some fascinating ways. First, the $29 billion compensation controversy shows that Tesla is still very much Elon Musk's company. Love him or hate him, his vision and leadership are completely central to everything Tesla does. The fact that the board created this massive interim compensation package shows they believe Musk is irreplaceable. Second, those mysterious castings at the Fremont factory suggest Tesla is definitely working on more affordable vehicles. If Musk's Q4 launch timeline is accurate, we could see a smaller, cheaper Tesla in just a few months. That would be absolutely huge for making electric vehicles accessible to more people. Third, the macro hard announcement shows Musk isn't just focused on cars anymore. He's trying to revolutionize multiple industries simultaneously. It's classic Musk. Why settle for being the best at one thing when you can try to transform everything? And the Model Y Long situation, it perfectly illustrates the tension between what consumers want right now versus Musk's vision of an autonomous future. He's always thinking several steps ahead, sometimes to the frustration of people who just want a bigger Tesla today. What's really striking is how all of these stories demonstrate Musk's incredible ambition and willingness to take on established industries. He's simultaneously fighting for his Tesla compensation, developing new vehicles, launching a software company to compete with Microsoft, and planning for an autonomous vehicle future. Whether you think he's a visionary genius or completely crazy, you have to admit the guy never stops pushing unders. Every few weeks there's a new Musk announcement that makes everyone go, wait, he's doing what now? The pace of innovation and controversy around Musk and Tesla just keeps accelerating. The SR-71 Blackbird analogy he used for XAI could honestly apply to his entire approach to business.
When in doubt, just go faster than everyone else. For Tesla fans and investors, these are definitely interesting times. The company is dealing with compensation controversies, developing new products, facing increased competition, and their CEO is simultaneously running multiple other companies while starting new ones. For the broader tech industry, Musk's moves into AI and software with MacroHard could be genuinely disruptive. Microsoft has been the dominant software company for decades, but if anyone has the resources and audacity to challenge them, it's probably Elon Musk. All right, everyone. That's a wrap on today's absolutely insane Tesla and Elon Musk news roundup. I mean, where do we even begin? A $29 billion compensation package that has shareholders filing lawsuits, mysterious new Tesla vehicle castings appearing at the factory, and Elon literally starting a company called MacroHard to take down Microsoft. If this was a movie script, people would say it was too unrealistic. But this is just another week in the life of Elon Musk. What do you think about all this craziness? Are you Team Musk? Or do you think some of these moves are getting a bit too wild? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and I love seeing your perspectives on these stories. And hey, if you made it this far into the video, you're clearly as fascinated by this tech drama as I am. Make sure you're subscribed because trust me, with Elon Musk involved, there's always going to be more incredible stories coming. Hit that notification bell too, so you don't miss any of the action. Also, which story shocked you the most? The massive compensation package, the mysterious Tesla castings, or Elon's plan to take on Microsoft? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll probably have even more unbelievable Elon Musk news to cover. Until then, keep being awesome, and remember, in the world of tech, anything is possible.